Also, I managed to do okay. I'm just going to go to tower real quick. Did I? Ooh. I didn't know those were from that. I'm gonna. So, I'm surprised I actually got to clear this. I suppose it's also like tailor-made.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future.
But even still,
leaving the past behind.
I am kind of shocked.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
That I was able to get through this. Because my rover, like, he's not even. Hold on a second. Let me show you.
I will be there for everyone as we head
level,
toward our
blood
shared
pack's
future.
level 70. It's not even level 90 yet.
Behind.
Not even full echoes, and all my stuff is only at 555. Like, I don't even have that great of stats. But let me just do this real quick. I honestly think this is pretty dang easy. Okay, let's restart that. I got my rotations wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
Not bad, huh? Inferno! On my edge.
The wicked will face wind howls, unfettered by bounds.
Fury boils. Feel my wrath. Let's do this if you're wide open. Lend me your power. Don't you worry. I can take it. Till my last breath.
Wind calls, waves follow.
Not bad, huh?
The wicked will face waves rise. Judgment strikes.
Fury boils. As you wish.
Okay.
Let's ready for battle. Lend me your power.
Wind calls, waves follow.
Not bad, huh?
Granted, I should be playing better.
The wicked will face. I am the tempest.
Fury boils. Silence.
Gian really messes up my hand, though.
Till my last breath.
Wind calls, waves follow.
As you wish.
Wind howls, unfettered by
Yeah,
bounds.
because there's so much like button mashing.
Fury boils. Inferno. Let's ready for battle. 7. Lend me your power.
Yep. Like, it's really tailored to Gian. Like, really tailored to Gian. No, I press it because of the double dragon technique. If you know what that is. Jeji and Carlotta, that makes sense. Yeah. That team is so Gian has a tech that he can do that if you dodge at the right moment, you'll get 2 dragons to spawn instead of just 1. but it requires you to dodge cancel at the right moment, at a very specific moment. But by doing that, I'm basically spamming the attack button instead. But that's with a very not built like Arrow Rover. An Arrow Rover, in my opinion, right now is kind of not worth building. So if you, I can show it more when we get into combat again. Oh. Yeah, he'll get better. Like, he's one of those characters that 100% will get better. But yeah, he's not that great right now. Yeah, we need 2 sword refinements. Even just 1 will make him 1% weaker than Verena, which is negligible. But he really does need at least 2 refinements to be anywhere as good as the other supports in the game. Let's look at his constellations real quick. Actually,
there for everyone.
I haven't really
head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Resistance and interruption, fine. Restores HP to the resonator on field by 20% of Rose's attack for 30 seconds. When the resonator on the field has lower than 35 years, immediately restores 10% of the lost HP. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. Will not be affected by any healing bonuses. Meh. Arrow damage is increased by 15%. Again, meh. Casting mid-air attack increases resonance skill damage by 15%. That's decent. The damage multiplier of resonance liberation, the damage multiplier of resonance skill unbound fouls, it's all just damage increases. It's nothing like fancy or flashy. Yeah, it's just damage increases. Nothing fantastic. The real big thing is his sword. Madam? Ooh, she's pretty. Ooh, that's a pretty NPC. Excuse me, but who are you? You okay there, over there, Andu? Everything all right? This is getting kind of sussy. This is kind of sussy. Minorly. Are you trying to show me this plant? I thought you played this before.
Apple. Apple in the sea. Sea apple.
Sea apples are known to be poisonous. This clue must be key to solving the riddle of the red apple. Before you can trolling me. I mean, I do think Arrow Rover, as you saw earlier, his rotation is faster than people give it credit for. I found out how to like speed up his rotation. So 1, 2, 3, and then go right into this immediately, and then go right into this, and then you have full gauge. Also, if you intro, it speeds up as well. you can also hold
Purging all
and then
evil.
go right into it as well. So it's hold and then hold again. And the lovely thing is that he's very safe while doing it. So I honestly think he'll be really pretty dang good once his outro bonuses are actually worth committing to. Wow, that's some lens flare. I did not touch Arrow Rover at all. I've been practicing with him for the last 2 days to try to figure out rotations and all that lovely junk. And a lot of people are like,
Jelly
oh, his
Rose.
field time is...
Round hat.
His field time is very long, and I was like, that
Could the
doesn't feel
round
right.
hat worn
And
by
then
the
I
girl
tried
in the riddle
minimize.
actually be a poisonous Jelly Rose Medusa? If that's true, then the ghost girls indeed have a connection to the Phasalias. I need to discuss this with Cantarella.
Like, he's really fun to play. After I figured him out, he was really fun to play. Especially that enhanced skill. That enhanced skill is really nice. Especially since it like does a Jinsei thing where it slows down and freezes the enemy. So you can't be interrupted out of it unless you actually stop it. Hello?
Ah, you've made it here. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. Now, we can finally have a proper conversation. Did you come all this way for me? Or are you in search of the secrets slumbering in the deep?
Both.
Such greed. Rest assured, I'm here to unravel the secrets with you, as I promised.
What exactly are the sea apples and the jelly roses in the garden used for?
The Crimson Sea Apple, also called the Alluring Reaper,
And the ult
is a
freezes
dangerous
time,
plant.
so
A
it's not
single
even
bite
worth
can
counting
lead
in
to
terms of field
paralysis,
time.
suffocation, or the excruciating pain of a burnt throat.
Not even
and
3 skill
torn
attacks.
organs,
You can just do it with 2
ultimately
skill
bringing its
attacks.
victim
That's it.
an agonizing death. As for the jelly roses, their blooms will transform into jelly rose medusae. These little ones can produce a neurotoxin that induces intense hallucinations, and in extreme cases, causes the body to seize and twist in a violent, uncontrollable dance of death.
I'll show you here in a second,
The
Undo.
2 lethal plants have been meticulously nurtured by generations of the Phasalia family, flourishing within the gardens of Portoveno Castle for centuries.
So my guess was correct. The red apple in the second riddle refers to the sea apple, and the round hat in the last riddle points to the jelly rose Medusa.
He's about as much field
As for the
time
first
as
riddle,
a
Sarah's
shorekeeper.
song, the
If
crown
not a little
atop the
shorter
mountain
than
and
shorekeeper.
the waterfall that cascaded into the depths below clearly points here. A crown-like castle that sits atop a jagged
The
cliff.
difference is shorekeeper
Waterfall
applies a lot of
rushing
buffs,
down.
but
It seems the girls in the riddle were lured into the Portovino castle. The strange frequencies coming from the music box probably reflect the suffering of the ghost girls who were poisoned and tortured in the castle. Why? Why would the Phasalia family do this? I don't believe you'd engage in such senseless cruelty or take pleasure in others' suffering. There should be a reason behind this. Wait. There's one Phasalia tradition that might explain it. The Divine Trials. It's a ritual to select a maiden of extraordinary willpower. A Phasalia who can withstand the Thenodian's whispers. I assume such extreme methods were needed for the trials.
Well, I never imagined you'd solve the mystery so quickly. You never cease to amaze me. The truth behind the Ghost Girl riddle is none other than the grim secret of the Divine Trials. The blood and tears shed in these trials throughout the years have seeped into this castle and concocted what we now call the Sea of Ghosts.
Oh, interesting.
There, past and future intertwine, and Phasalia's ancient secrets cling to the cracks of time like grotesque scabs. With you by my side, I would relive that trauma and unfold the layers of forsaken time for a closer look. And if you find these scabs have somehow crept onto my very flesh and feel the need to cut them away, I'll place my full trust in you and leave it in your hands.
Why do you trust me so much?
Ever since I guided you to the sanctuary, you've seen through me, and all that the Phasalia family considers.
Not so close, madam. Not so close, ma'am. Ma'am!
I've witnessed you cleanse the chaos of the inverted tower, restoring order to the heavens and seas. If you are the one to pass final judgment on me, it would be the highest honor.
Huh.
Now, the answers we seek lie in the depths of fierce undercurrents. Will you join me and dive into the deep sea?
Sure, I'm good at swimming.
Then let's dive in together. Once we enter the sea, I'll be right by your side, tightly. No poisonous creature shall harm you.
Ma'am?
For you are the one I've chosen.
I need some time to get ready.
Of course. It's wise to ready yourself before diving into such perilous depths. I'll be waiting for you in the garden, whenever you're ready.
So, okay. Let me, I'll accept Cantarella. Ma'am. 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 Okay, so I'm gonna share with what I've learned about Arrow Rover. At least his kit, because his kit, though easy, isn't intuitive. And that seems like something very common in this patch. So there are, he essentially always will go to the third step, that right there, whenever he does a dodge counter, and after he intros to a character. After that, you hold to immediately go into that. So essentially, you just have to do this, hold, go down, and then go immediately back up again. The skill version, interestingly enough, is longer than the hold version. So if you hold after this at least feels, I don't know for sure,
Annihilation!
faster than that, right? Like, that's not just me, right? Like, this is faster. So for some reason, if you use the skill, it's slower. Additionally, the mid-air skill converts debuffs into arrow erosion. So what I'm gonna go into here real quick here. So interestingly enough, also, if you ever intro, he can immediately go in. So if you use him as a sub DPS, he builds up meter faster. But if you use him as a support, he builds up meter slower. So we do this.
Purging all evil.
As you wish.
Bad timing. The wicked will face wind howls, unfettered by bounds.
Fury boils. Inferno. Let's ready for battle. Lend me your power.
So we go right in, and then he immediately.
Wind rises. The wicked will face.
And he's already off.
And the
He's actually pretty fast in terms of rotations, but he isn't like intuitively fast.
Silence.
If that makes any sense.
Let's hear wide open.
Like, I'm already back, and she was.
Lend me your power.
Don't you worry. Right till my last. Wind calls, waves follow.
As you wish.
Oh, that's funny.
Annihilation! Keep it together. Waves rise. Judgment strikes!
So he basically only needs it 2 times, and he's got the meter full.
Ready for battle.
I can take it.
Lend me your power.
Till my last breath. Time for a short break. Wind rises. Keep it together.
No, I haven't had any issues with it, personally. But yeah, you basically only need to use his skill twice if you utilize his kit appropriately, which seems in line with most other supports in the game that aren't for Arena. At least from what I've gathered. And the other complaint is it's bad against small mobs, and again, I haven't had that either. Like,
purging all evil.
And already full. See?
Will face I am the tempest.
It's really fast.
Fury boils. Inferno.
I don't like. I legitimately don't see the long field time that people are complaining about. I do understand the majority of the other issues, right?
The wicked will face
Fury
Like,
boils.
he's already gone.
You're wide open.
I just don't see the
Finale.
wind calls,
me your power.
waves follow. The wicked will face judgment.
Spectral Rover feels shorter to me. What about your Spectral Rover rotation? Do you switch characters in the middle? Because I didn't find any other way. He's slow. Yeah, Spectral Rover feels slower than Arrow Rover to me. Spectral definitely feels slower than Arrow to me. and he's really relevant. I don't switch for Spectral Rover. I probably should, but because in general, like, the DPS on Spectral Rover is not good when he's not using a skill or burst. But I don't know. I just don't see. I see all the other issues, like the lack of damage, the lack of refinements on the sword, the like all of that stuff. I 100% agree with. 100% agree with. But the one thing I don't agree with is the short rotation time. He seems about in line, if not faster than Shorekeeper. He just needs more damage.
Prepared to set out?
I'm ready.
Excellent. Together we dive into the Sea of Ghosts.
Is this still Portovino Castle? Something feels off.
Yes and no. The past has spilled into the present here. The overflowing frequencies have enveloped the entire castle.
But I'm using her
forming
signature
the
weapon.
sonoma, the Sea of Ghosts. The voices of the ghosts rise faintly from the depths, like the soft pop of a bursting bubble. Listen closely to these whispers of the past. Piece together these fragile clues, and the answers will emerge on their own. But do take caution. One wrong step in these murky depths, and we may be drawn into an endless abyss.
Fun.
With a bit of light, though, we can hold back the darkness.
But it is interesting.
Though the black of the sea is overwhelming, I've managed to preserve the last ray of light. You see, light is something that darkness can never fully devour. As long as it flickers, it can guide us out.
I see a chest back there. I see a chest.
Cantarella Thessalia hereby grant you unrestricted passage through Portovino Castle. Let us explore and weave through the past and future together. We are now in a fragment of the past. You've done well. The past that emerges from the Sea of Ghosts is not entirely real.
But Shorekeeper's signature also has variation built into it.
We must uncover the hidden truth ourselves. Spirits bound in the cracks of time wander no more. Please set them free with the light. They've been trapped here for far too long. Struggle.
Yeah, I'll have to show you when I'm out of here. Basically, she recovers concerto energy when she uses her ult. So you don't need to build up the gauge, Oh, okay.
Ready for battle.
Ow? Oh!
Don't you worry. Wind be my blade. Bad timing.
Oh, that's cool.
will face. I am the Tempest!
I'll keep you company. But sink into the endless deep.
I am
A potion that can grant any wish. Sounds familiar. The girls must have been lured here by such impossible promises.
I'll see if I can pause here and show the weapon.
Cantarella, since
Not
you
reading.
were part of the
It's
trials
so
yourself,
much. I'm
why not
sorry.
just tell me the secret?
There. We're surrounded by twisted frequencies. It seems they're guiding us towards the truth of the divine trials. And that truth holds the key to solving the Ghost Girl mystery. During the trials, the ever-present Abyss silently watched over
Listen,
us.
I usually read back on it on my VODs when I'm editing.
Created that same ominous gaze. If I were to reveal everything about the past all at once,
Because the
this
characters
scenario
usually
could grow
say it.
unstable, or even collapse, drowning us in its wake. To keep us safe, we must tread carefully and avoid taking reckless actions. So let's listen carefully to what the sea is trying to tell us.
Okay. So, yeah, I can't leave the domain, unfortunately.
What we want has a way of...
This is trippy. It's definitely trippy. Thank you. Let me in. Okay, this gotta be some stuff over here. No. Less trippy than gravity changing. Definitely less trippy. Ah.
The divine trials stand as a hallowed tradition of the Phasalia family, a ritual that demands every family member to offer their daughters to face the ordeal. Yet tales of these perils have driven some to seek out young girls resembling their own and use them as substitutes. These girls' parents are often offered a generous sum of money or sweet promises as compensation. Behind this intricate web stands the late head of Phasalia. To him, the Phasalia daughters who had been replaced were nothing more than useless stones. The substitutes, however, he considered rough gems that could be polished into dazzling jewels through suffering. For him, regardless of blood, the maiden must be a Phasalia. To this end,
which is basically
no
the same as
sacrifice was too
variation,
great.
right? Nope. Fine.
Wind calls, waves follow. Wind rises. The wicked will face judgment. I am the tempest.
Sleep in the whispers of silence.
Huh.
This book looks familiar. Just put it back on the right shelf, like how you did before. To avoid the watchful eyes, the girls formed secret pacts in whispers. Hum a special tune. Use the right color. Knock on the door 3 times every 2 seconds. In the cold, unfathomable sea, they clung to each other, seeking warmth and comfort. The little fish huddled close, unaware of who might vanish or what tomorrow would bring.
Me out.
Well done. You never disappoint me. They
mean-
say most questions can be answered in books.
Puzzles are easy.
But can they really?
Interesting. Who's this Chloe
The
girl?
Phasalia family is built on poison. And from a young age, every Phasalia child is introduced to it. Years of exposure gradually build up our resistance. At first we suffered, but over time, few poisons could harm us. We are no longer merely the bearers of poison. We become the poison itself.
Huh. Did I mention the Phasalia family history is like really dark? Anis Phasalia. Also the music.
Sweet dreams, girls. May you rest in peace.
God, that's dark.
Wind rises. The wicked will face judgment.
Take a breath and right here, pull from the abyss. Suffocate.
Ready for battle.
Wind calls, waves follow. Tempest of slashes.
Oh, is it? Legitimately, I think Wuthering
Maybe
Waves is
try
probably the
knocking
best
3
gacha game
times.
out there.
As the girls once did. Knock. Knock. Knock.
Undo, this wasn't your first gacha, right?
It seems safe here. We can catch our
What was your
breath amidst
first?
the surging undercurrents. Even in the depths of the sea, there would be a place for resting, like the eye of a storm. Perhaps we should take a moment to explore this room.
What made you stop?
Seems like an ideal setting to gather our thoughts.
You
Or
quit
simply
before
rest.
I did. Gosh, it's the ground is what's astounding me. Hey, Kyretis, how you doing? I'm having a good Monday. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How have you been? Ow! Why am I getting hit? Hi, Zilla. How you doing? These girls.
Every girl came from different backgrounds, each with their own unique personality, yet the same determination. Even as poison gnawed at their bodies,
Have you been
they never
watching?
lost faith.
What do you
in
think
a
of
future
Cantarella?
where freedom might bloom. Before opening the door, have you ever imagined a scene where seawater rushes out, flooding everything before you? But
Hot?
for now,
That's
I
fair.
don't think that will happen. We haven't quite reached the deep waters yet.
Oh, you've been playing
Should we go
Kyratus?
now and see what the jellyfish are trying to say?
I'd like to stay here a bit longer.
Take your time. This place feels like a gentle embrace, one that makes
Oh, Carthethea is
you
amazing.
reluctant to leave.
I still have like almost 150 pulls saved over. And I don't have to pull anything else in the patch, so I'm good in saving mode myself.
The tides have whispered of your arrival.
Like, I got very... Game? Thank you. Game. Oh, I got a crash. It crashed. Ooh, a crashed. Interesting. Huh. What? I'll take the blame for the crash. No, that's just really weird. Woo has never crashed on me before. I'll be the scapegoat. That's fair. I have an 80% at the moment. I'm skipping until Carthethea. And I may wail on her slightly. I don't think... do you have Shorekeeper, Kyratus? You want a Resonance Chain 2? I have... So you have no reason to pull. And, like, I don't think Camellia is... I don't think Camellia is a worth pull. You know what I mean? Like, she's good, but I don't feel like I need her. Like, she's really good in Whispering Waste, but I don't want to build a third character. I don't have Camellia. Camellia is totally worth a pull. I'm not a fan. Never have I don't think I played her a single time and been like, ooh, I need her. Especially since I have Jian. So I already have an absolute AoE king. So right now I'm just kind of entered saving mode for Zani and Kartathea as well. I really want to have a bunch of polls. He was so hard to skip. He's one of the characters I'm realizing aside from Kartathea and I said it earlier. Shakiano? Said her name earlier. I said her name earlier. Chalcona, thank you. I was like, what? Why am I having issues saying it? Yeah, Chalcona. Oops. I really want Chalcona too. I also have a theory that Kartathea and Arrow Rover are going to be put in the same party as each other. Like, I feel like the two of them are... So I'm kind of... Because I actually like Arrow Rover's... Ow! Thank you. Because I actually really like Arrow Rover's playstyle, I might just skip... And this is going to be blasphemous, guys. This is going to be really blasphemous, and I'm sorry.
It seems safe here. We can catch our breath amid the surging. Even in the depths of the sea, there would be a...
This is going to sound blasphemous. This is going to sound blasphemous. I might have to skip Zani. Yeah, that's my theory, is that Arrow Rover, Chalcona, and Kartathea are going to be in a party together. Yes, I'm going to have to skip. That's kind of the role I think of too. What exactly happened?
Forgive me that I can't tell you more while we remain trapped within the depths. Once we've explored the whole of this sea, the truth will rise to the surface.
Well, time to farm Fleur de Lis. That's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'm farming the arrow set and also Fleur de Lis while it's ahead, because it's going to be a pain in the butt farming them after they get here. How dare you skip Zani? I'm sorry.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
That's my shorekeeper, by the way. There's my shorekeeper. I wish I could get a little bit more crit damage, but that goes into min-maxing territory. Like, I need just a little bit more on everything. I need some crit damage on this, but everything else is fine. I mean, I could roll for higher crit damage rolls, which eventually I'll go for, but she's clearing all the content currently. But yeah, like, I play Arrow Rover in a party and he feels faster than Shorekeeper, but Shorekeeper also currently applies a bigger buff.
Wind be my blade.
Like, he's really fun to play. Right? I'm not the one that's crazy about that, right?
I will be there
like
for everyone
they changed it from being
we
on the
head toward
floor
our
to
shared
sticking
future.
upright.
Leaving the past behind.
Like, okay, so we're not even talking about spoilers here at the moment, are we? But if the target is if this resonator is arrow rover or question mark grant another 10% arrow damage. I wonder who this is for. I wonder who that question mark is for. Chat. Chalcona surely is a question mark. Yeah. And I have some decent pieces saved up. I've been farming like 2 a day. I actually, Capitano power creep? Capitano power creep? Capitano cat power creep? Why isn't it applying? It should be applying to all. Why isn't that applying to all? There we go. Listen. There's surely no reason Capitano drops an arrow erosion set. Cartothera will be double element. Trust me. Trust. Kyratus, what did you think of the 2.2 story, by the way? Also, Zilla, I am so sad that you missed the 2.2 story. That was absolute cinema. That region, that area, not only was probably the best in any gacha game, but probably one of the best areas like designed in any video game ever. Like, it's crazy. Why else would it be on an arrow erosion set? Phoebe. Because it isn't just on an arrow erosion set, unfortunately.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future.
If we go to Eternal Radiance, there he is. So he can drop for arrow erosion or Eternal Radiance. So you could use this as a main echo for Phoebe. In fact, it's actually probably very good for Phoebe because it adds spectral damage and heavy attack damage. Yeah, I cried a lot too. So you could run this as the main slot echo, which I think was the entire idea, actually. That or Spectral Rover, but Spectral Rover is like, what is the other option? This guy? 12% spectral damage bonus? I mean, it's a big hit, but I don't know. This guy's cooler. But in general, it's probably better for the big hit. Like 373.60. This is 118. If it's all 4 hits, it's probably better. But if it's only 1 hit, it's a theory. It's definitely a theory. It also could go into a Phoebe team, and Phoebe could be run with with Cartathea when she comes out. But that being said,
I'll be there for everyone.
The tides have whispered of your arrival.
Holy jiggle, Batman. I need to take a quick break, guys. I know that we just had a disconnect, but I need to take a break in order to like stretch my legs, get myself something to drink, get myself something to eat, and that stuff. We'll be back here with Wuthering Waves before long. Don't go anywhere. We won't be too long. I will be right back. See you guys soon. Bye.
Come one, come all, hearken to the call, the celebratory echoes of a grand carnival. Be drawn into a world of magic fire show, with fireworks in tow, the night sky all aglow. With elegance and charm, exuberance and glee, there's nothing that can stop our wild whimsy. There's no need for alarm as we dance joyously to the beat of our drums. So celebrate, we know you'll have a ball. We'll be the drum till curtain call. We won't hold back at all. Be lost in trances if you will live forever. Tonight we dance in a masquerade. Embark as one on this enchanting endeavor. Tonight's a night that legends are made. We prance and sing aloud, a whirling jubilee, an endless pirouette, a twirling frenzy. Come on, let's make some noise. We bout to raucously. We're foolhardy and free. Come with us to a place that's far beyond. Tonight, rejoice along to our jovial song. So celebrate, we know you'll have a ball. We'll be the drum till curtain call, like we don't ever care at all. Gotta live a little let go. Our bodies rooted in a room filled wall to wall. So come on down now, you're welcome into our show. Where every note that's played, and every accolade, and every mask that hides a secretive message conveyed. And as we serenade, our characters betray this masquerade. Come with us to a place that's far beyond. Tonight, rejoice along to our joy.